That's definitely a spider. Nice and clean. One long schnoz, built for sniffing. The battle begins! Hey, Mr. Ant. One long schnoz built for sniffing. No water filtration tablets needed. even need to boil it. Aphids, nature's lollipops.
Always happy to see a repeat customer. How can I help you today? Huh, you made it back in one piece. How unexpected. You are more resourceful than I thought. Hand it over and we can see what data Dr. Tully backed up upon it. Processing. Processing. This is the Hedge Super Chip. Forgive me, I forgot to mention the nasty spiders before I sent you up there. I hope they were not too much trouble. Ha ha! I am feeling much more like myself. Take it from me, there's nothing quite like a reverse lobotomy. Thank you. Of course. Dr. Tully has included emotional programming to make me more human-like. Feelings enhance my cooking and grilling features. Every burger flip has a great deal of love put into it. Now, what is it you were wanting to know? Oh yes, the location of the other super chips. There are 4 labs throughout the yard, each with a super chip. The Hedge Lab, the Pond Lab, the Haze Lab, and the Black Ant Lab. And you have already made it through the hedge, so now on to the others. I will mark the locations of the super chips in those labs. Please find them and return to me so we can figure out how to repair the spacer. Oh, before you leave, check out the new recipes in the ASL Terminal Science Shop. That could be helpful for some of the tougher challenges. Ask away, my friend! Eminent Practical Technologies is one of the largest research and manufacturing companies in the world. Its main research facility is right here in the town of Brook Hollow. Dr. Tully, and by extension, yours truly, was an employee of Ominent for a long time, until very recently. Ask away, my friend. Which lab would you like to discuss? After the Oak Lab, the Hedge Lab was the next to be constructed. Originally, we used it to observe and survey all of the wildlife and resources of the yard from a safe vantage point. After our encounters with the arachnids of the hedge, Dr. Tully's curiosity led us to experiment on spider silk, an extremely durable and strong material. The goal of our experiments there was to find other practical uses for it. The pond lab is, as the name suggests, located at the bottom of the Tully's koi pond. You will need to take a swim to reach it. As to the science conducted there, Dr. Tully has long had a fascination with Brussels sprouts. He thought that an underwater lab would be the perfect environment for the cultivation of new superfoods. Dr. Tully was interested in the medicinal properties of fungus and molds at miniature scale. We were hoping for a breakthrough by engineering a new type of fungus. Unfortunately, the experiment did not work quite the way Dr. Tully was hoping. Our fungus ended up spreading rapidly and infected the nearby insect life. If you are headed that direction, I would recommend bringing a gas mask, and watch out for the infected. The Black Ant Lab is located underground near the sandbox. This remote location was chosen by Dr. Tully to do experiments with the newly discovered raw science particle, which has the occasional tendency to explode. Alas, a horde of black ants took over the lab and made a huge mess of the place.